behind the wheel of the new CLA45 AMG from Mercedes-Benz, a car that Mercedes claims is the most powerful four-cylinder out there. What we're talking about is 335 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque. And I'll be honest with you, it feels that way. This car pulls like a hammer. It's got a dual-clutch 7-speed transmission that works pretty well, which I'm kind of surprised at because I'll be honest, I was driving this thing earlier and it just wasn't rolling with the shifts that I wanted to give it. It kind of had a mind of its own. However, now that I'm on the track, it's working pretty damn good. You know, the car is all-wheel drive, unlike the regular CLA, which is just front-wheel drive. And it definitely does make a difference. However, there is an enormous amount of push in this car. Understeer is definitely in this baby, and you can feel it every step of the way. You can throw it into a corner, and you kind of have to really bring it in. I mean, it does rotate, but not to the extent that you want it to. You can feel the all-wheel drive, but again, it's not... I wouldn't say it's perfect. You know, this is not a cheap automobile. This thing is right around 48 grand. That's a big number for a car like this. I mean, yes, it has motor. There's no question, nobody can deny that. But that motor in conjunction with the suspension and steering and interior and everything else is supposed to make you want to go, hey, I'd buy that car. While this car is fun, I don't know if I'd spend the money on it. I mean, 45 grand is a big nut. I mean, it really is. Most Mercedes-AMG cars are, I would say, classified as Grand Touring cars. They're not really cars that I would take on the racetrack, you know, with the exception of like the SLS AMG or anything like that. This little guy, it does okay, but it doesn't really feel like an AMG car. I mean, AMG cars are supposed to get you excited. They're supposed to make you smile. They're supposed to make you like, I don't know, just feel great about yourself. This one, it feels okay. You know, I don't want to get down on it, but it doesn't make me go, I feel like I'm driving an AMG. It makes me go, I feel like I'm driving a German car that has way too much understeer. You know, fast? Yes. Confidence inspiring? Actually, yes, it really doesn't do anything wrong at all. Is it emotionally inspiring? Not so much. It just doesn't hit that mark for me. And please don't take that as it doesn't perform, because it actually, it does, just not to the extent that I want it to, and not to the extent that $48,000 would dictate. I'll tell you, as an everyday driver, I think this car is good. I think that it'll let you feel like you're driving a Mercedes, not necessarily an AMG. I think that for an occasional track day, you can go out, you can enjoy it and throw it around, but it doesn't have that true AMG feeling to me. You know, I don't want to say Mercedes lost their way with this car, but I'm not feeling this. I feel like I should be excited about climbing in an AMG model. I feel like I should be wanting to tell my friends about this and wanting to say this is one of the greatest cars that I've driven in the last 10 years. Yes, it's fast. Yes, it's comfortable. Yes, it has a good interior. Everything absolutely works. The brake works, the 7-speed tranny works, the handling is fantastic. But this is not a car that's speaking to me. And I feel like that if you're gonna spend this type of money on a car in this segment, you really want that. You want to be able to open the garage and go, yeah, this works. And it just really does it for me. But that, again, that's not to say it's not fun, because it is. Just not as much fun as I'd like it to be. That's all.